Hello.
There he is.
Hola.
Jazzy.
Ah! Why is it that the one caster who's not a bard is named Jazzy?
Because he lifts his jazz hands.
I mean, did you want to call me Jazzaneth?
Jazzmeth?
Jazzaneth.
I'm not
Good
going
God.
to remember that.
I could have swore I would misheard it as Jizneth.
Oh my god.
Jiznets. Catch and jizz. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that your mother named you Jiznuts.
Oh my god. That's even worse.
Jazzy it is, I guess.
I guess my nuts were labeled properly.
Wow.
I suppose.
I suppose it's better being named.
I assume you were named after your father.
It's what he was best at. I don't know.
I mean, you know.
I mean, technically that's not wrong.
yeah,
Given
you do kind of have a big family.
like it's not 100% right, and I'm not the youngest, but like I haven't even decided on a total number. But whatever.
I've decided on a number. I
There-
like 5 brothers and sisters of mine.
They're still popping out babies as we speak.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, like, given like noble status and like how that would work, you know.
I think they could stop at some point, though, right?
Yeah, when it quits going up.
When it stops working.
When it stops working. Oh, they got stuff for that though.
I mean, like
Probably not this time, but
in the magic, I guess. I hope we're not using that old support book from 3.5, but okay.
Like you know, old herbal remedies and shit.
Ogre dick. It's clearly ogre dick.
Yeah.
You gotta dust it. You gotta dust it, grind it up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that,
I'm
John? So we
definitely
Yeah, I do.
gotta.
I also remember finding it way later and then just being like, oh, why do we have this? Oh no, I didn't even find it. Somebody else found it. The Hoff was
Tess
gone by
found
the
it.
time that we got rid of the ogre dick.
Yeah, no, Tess found it after we lost Hoff, and it stayed in for about a
I mean,
month.
I did find it. I was just a different person at the time.
I'm really digging this layout you got here.
Yeah. I did some changes. And I'm leaving room at the bottom for the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there'll be no need for a graveyard.
Given that I'm probably gonna be in the front, I feel like I'm gonna be first.
I mean,
Well, I
that's
can assist
probably-
you. I'm just not very good at it. I am a bit squishy, so I'm not very good at being the front.
Mhm. Yeah, so you'll see. Oh, you need your little name tag. It's not showing up.
Oh, I need
I want to see
my
my name tag. Is on name tag, I think.
Chazzy.
There you go.
Ghost,
Oh,
is that
no.
character from Black Butler? Yeah, it is. It's Gremory, isn't it?
Why, yes, of course.
What has Sai done to you?
It's Gretel Sutcliffe, my dear.
I think I saw like the first episode of that, or
God.
So I give you a look, shit, Ghost.
those are some nice objectives there.
I mean,
No,
we are
she's-
trying to become adventurers.
Okay, so
No, not my objectives.
So we're formatting it, I guess.
what?
We're formatting it, I guess.
Oh, for right now, yes, because Aleph is not gonna be able to join us tonight. He popped in and told me.
Oh, so he oh, okay. So he actually is going to play.
Yeah, he said he'll.
I don't know anyone a pizza yet. Is what I'm asking.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. So,
Should
You
be-
said
said-
long ago.
yeah,
Pain
he
would
said
last.
he'll be here next Monday. He just can't make it tonight, and he's like under a lot of stress and stuff. So I was like, yeah, don't worry, you're just gonna miss out on.
He's the
you
on the
know,
coding project.
Yeah. He's just gonna. He won't be able to vote on how y'all want to do experience. You know, cause.
What we discovered is that we gotta do half and half, so Becca has to make the decision.
I actually think we should never get experience ever.
So you want to do like milestone things where I just tell
No,
you,
that
like,
means we
hey,
stay level 3 forever.
We should be level 3 forever.
Oh, so no.
I think that we should do both. I think that we should every once in a while just get a full level, and also get experience.
Well, see, I have like the options of do y'all want to get experience individually? So like, you know, if you know, there's different things that y'all do, like y'all can get like a little bonus here and there, or at all as a group where it's all pulled together and then divided equally, or if y'all want to do like the milestone thing where I just say, okay, y'all have gone through this, y'all can advance your characters up to the next level, whatever.
I mean, probably easiest for you is milestone, but that at the same time it requires there to be like some sort of like plan for like a total thing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
So I don't know, that I feel like it depends on how you want to run your stuff.
I'm kind of partial to what you were saying for like a single experience number for the whole group.
Okay. So
Yeah,
the
because
group
that's gonna
experience.
make it
That way it
just
keeps y'all
less to
all
worry
even
about.
and on the same level.
fucking
Until somebody
individually
dies.
calculating experience is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and usually like
Mhm.
side stuff is so nominal anyway that it's kind of like fucking irrelevant. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, 200 experience. Like, oh, it's such a big difference. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, it can be a big difference.
I mean, it was at least once for me where I had this like weird thing where like you guys had leveled, but I was like 50 experience short. But and it's like if we're all on the same page, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ghost?
He said
Matt.
he's up for whatever.
He don't
And
care,
Whichever is most fabulous, my darling.
of course.
Oh God, I don't
Yup.
know if I'm ready.
That's right.
I'm-
How long do you think this is gonna go on?
I'm gonna just let y'all know. Y'all asked for this.
Oh,
Go
it'll
watch
go
him off.
all night long,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I can't believe how much phone sex voice is just in my head right now.
Oh,
I'm
it'll be
sorry, would you like
more
me to
than
tone it
phone
down?
sex.
Jokes, fucking jokes.
Oh my god. Okay, and
Yeah, but I knew what I was doing whenever I picked Simone. Whenever I voted for him.
okay, another question that I have for you guys, like, okay, so on the days that y'all aren't here, how do y'all want me to handle that? Do y'all want me to like hand you over to somebody? Do you want me to take over? Do y'all want to be like the silent, just person that just, you know, they do whatever whenever needed, but you know they basically have no input on anything?
Oh, I'm all for all kinds of handling.
I want Matt to control me.
Oh Lord.
I want Matt to control me as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong with me?
I think
Nothing. It's
that
just
we should all
interesting.
have Matt be our backup, and then one week it should just be a Matt session, and he's controlling everybody.
All right, but what if Matt's absent that day?
Then
And
I
we
think
don't
that's-
play.
Yeah, I mean that'd be
There's
two
no
people
backup
missing.
for Matt.
And like a 5-player group, 2 people missing is like the kiss of death. I feel like.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, but like, what if Matt's the only one missing?
Then we roll off for control of
Anyone.
him.
That was
I like how I just decided how you were going to have your character shared. Like I just like this is how it's gonna happen, Matt. We don't care. We all want to share the glory of Matt. Like what?
Shut up, Matt. You got no say in this.
If y'all want to bask in my glory, you can.
For the proletariat, like we're all gonna share. I don't know.
Yeah, how about the rolling so you take care of me and on the rare cases I'm not here.
Okay, so you don't mind if the fabulous one has control of your character?
Of
I mean-
course not. He's the most fabulous.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. let's see. When it comes to like, if there's ever PvP, I'm going with like the same thing that Ghost has told us in the past. Like, that's on you guys, and whatever happens, happens. If y'all want to be serious about it, like that.
Do you feel like that's going to be an issue given our backgrounds?
No, I don't think so. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Shit might go down.
Y'all might get tired of Fabulous and try to just gut him. So I don't know.
That
Well,
really
that's not
no.
fair, brother.
I don't
I'm
think that
like
happened.
Ghost playing Shamong. I think is like for the fun, but like it's still
Yeah.
like a properly minded character. Like he's not like generally telling himself that he's going to like
This is-
intentionally choose something fucking retarded for no reason.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't see that ever happening with you guys. But I'm just saying, like, worst case scenario, if it were to happen, y'all know what the. Yeah.
All right, Matt. Blood feud. We're killing each other.
Wow.
Blood feud. Blood feud.
Well, you better have backup ready.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
they're hard to have a battle of the bands to the death.
Oh, and
Heavy metal.
I did want to explain like the travel system here.
That would be important.
Mm-hmm. So, to get from one town to the other takes 1 day on horseback. If you leave like early in the morning, you'll get there at night. Like, so it takes a full day of traveling on horseback to get there. If you're on foot, you'll have to stop at a midway point where there's usually a campsite set up, and it'll take you. So you'll start like around noon, and then you can camp in the evening, stay the night at the midway point, and then arrive at the next town on the next day.
Okay.
And if
That
y'all,
makes things nice and easy.
yeah, if y'all decide to go like slower, like if y'all are sneaking alongside the road, you know, because of whatever obstacles might be on the road,
Because our
y'all expect.
reputation has dropped to despise within the first.
Yeah, if y'all decide to do some shit and y'all are despised and y'all have to sneak alongside the roads for now, then the travel will be slowed down. So you'll do the like leave early in the morning to get to the midway point by nighttime. You know. and-
What if we go through like the uncharted areas, like the woods? and shit?
The
Like, that
uncharted-
slows down
okay.
more.
So basically, it's really faint, but there is the hex grid on here, on this map,
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
each hex is about 10 miles. So on average, you can go about 30 miles per day. On average, like for the horse. So all the towns and stuff are like 3 hexes away. So like that'd be like a horseback ride there. So like on
Alright.
foot, you're traveling more like 20-25 miles.
I have 2 questions. Which way is Dornwich and which way is Venom Depot?
Let me get out my pointer. Okay, so that's not it.
Add the tone order.
So let's see. Here you're at Cardell Fortress. If you want to get to Dornwich, you're gonna have to go over here to Clear Apple, then over here to Valport, then go way the fuck out there, and just go sailing for how I don't know how long until you.
What
get
about
to,
what about
to
this?
the
Is this
continent.
like Dornwich's little brother?
Yeah, it's still here.
Door Hill? It's like not
Dornhill.
quite.
Yeah.
If you want to get to Venom Depot, you go to the corner. I mean, they're like Starbucks here.
Sounds like you'd be in this region.
Yeah.
It really does sound like Venom Depot would be in Deadwoods.
All right, I'm done trolling. I'm sorry.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad are you going to be if we immediately try and get off continent?
Not mad. I just have to make another map.
I
Yeah.
want to go sailing. All this stuff looks whack.
How mad would you be if we just had to burn this world to the ground?
Oh, like you did the Ghost World?
You say you. You saying you.
I know.
Saying
I was a part of
you.
that. I was a part of
We.
that. I'm guilty too.
We were a group here.
strong group words.
Okay, so like what we did to Ghost World, just rip on the first day.
Just remember, you find anything cool, you fucking put it right back in the ground.
I got that apple butter.
Aw. You gonna go cry?
Apple butter towns. Boots with the fur.
Yeah, ask about all these apples, about all these food-based towns.
Yeah.
We gotta stay clear of these these doctors. We gotta get fuck dentists.
Oh, yeah, we can go there then. I'm looking for doctors.
Now this is Clear Apple is probably Shamong's favorite town now. He found all the apples.
Hold on. Springdale. Yo, let's fucking go to school, guys.
But I'm not a wizard.
Did you read the
Who
thing?
cares?
Did you read the thing about the Starry Gate School?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Where's this document?
It's under organizations.
Over in the journal.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alright, so if you're not a wizard, you can at very least be Hagrid, okay?
I don't want to have my one broken and stuffed inside an umbrella.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's mostly kids here, but people who are like adults and want to become wizards can also go to the school. They'll just be older. It's not a big deal. At least they.
I am not smart enough to go to school.
That looks friendly.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just there for decoration that there's no giant octopuses in the ocean.
Yeah. It's just decoration. That's all.
I say that place is all full of unfabulous assholes. We should not go there.
What, Stargate?
I tell you, there are a bunch of tight-ass snotwads.
Well, isn't that most wizards?
Wouldn't tight asses lend themselves to just more fabulous clothing?
Oh no, they wouldn't
Not
know
them
what
kind of
fashion
asses.
is if it slapped them in the ass.
Yeah, I've tried.
So, how long have we known each other? And I think I guess
We
what's the
don't.
sort of yeah. What? Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
get assigned seats next to each other in school.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
man.
Are y'all ready for the tour?
Sure.
Okay, so I have. Actually, I have a map. I can just put you guys on it.
Bum, bum,
Oh,
bum,
there's a map.
bum, bum,
Lord.
bum, bum, bum,
Wow, that's a
bum,
map.
bum, 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 bum.
It's a map.
There's a castle in this fortress.
Yes, it's a castle. I mean, it started out with just that, and then it's built up around that.
Oh, narrow streets. That is correct.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this. All right, so I'm gonna like start unlocking things as you go through the tour, so you can see stuff in the location folder to the right. And all right, so I kind of explained the history of the fortress earlier, but
Let's explain it again, because
yeah, because wasn't here. So this place was founded here. I can actually show that to you guys. This dude is the founder. I put his description elsewhere. Okay, so what are y'all doing to my map? It's all yellow now. Y'all going
We're-
crazy.
There are two Asians on it now. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so this place was originally a base for an adventuring party, and Elgon is the last surviving member because he's the elf that was in the party, and basically it's been handed down to him. Cardell is the name of the dude that was like the leader of their party. It was William Cardell. So it's the Cardell Fortress, and it's always been that. And so he's not changing the name on that. He looks very young. I mean, he's an elf, but he's like upper middle-aged elf.
Is he fucking raging dick fucking druid elf? Like Namor?
No. Not quite.
Not quite. Oh, great. That's fucking encouraging.
All I'm saying is that he looks relatively young, and he's apparently fucking got fat stacks.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
So after like he outlived his party, he retired from adventuring, but he had this castle and like the fortress. So what he decided to do with it was he opened it up to other adventurers, because its original purpose was to be a home for adventurers, and he just opened the doors for other adventurers outside of like the group that he knew, and built it up so that this whole place is mostly inhabited by retired adventurers and their kids. And then the active adventuring parties pass through. The castle has specific what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the layout of the castle was intended to house groups of people. So that's basically like the inn for the adventuring parties, and they stay there in the castle. And while the retired adventurers take care of like the entire community town stuff. So, yeah, when you get to town, he's probably like one of the first people to greet you, and he's the one who takes you on this tour, and he'll take you around. And the first place he's going to take you to is where every adventurer goes all the time, and that's to the general shop. And then you meet.
Oh, we almost looked up the wrong place.
We all made the same assumption. We all made the same assumption. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So then you'll meet this guy. This is Gerald Freeman. He is a human, and
Royalty-free Morgan Freeman.
no, not Morgan Freeman, but he is also
No, actually, it costs a whole lot to use his likeness.
He's also a retired adventurer, and he runs everything here. He deals with all the craftsmen in the area, so that way, whatever you need, you can find it here. So
Oh, nice.
this will give you access to everything listed in the player's handbook as far as the adventuring gear, your armor, and weapons, all here in this one spot. So, but if you want anything custom made, like especially like if you want, I don't know, a special weapon that looks fancy, whatever, then he'll direct you over to like the blacksmith or something, and then they can do custom make stuff. But anything just normal off that list, you can find it here. Then next to that is the tavern, and you'll see this person. This is Millie. She runs the tavern. She's a dwarven woman, and she's a little.
She doesn't have a beard. That's fucked up.
Hey, it. Look, not all the pictures are accurate, so.
All
Sorry.
dwarves have beards.
Yeah.
Just
Sorry.
not the women.
Maybe she shaved. I don't know. It's very
not a real
undwarven
dwarf.
to do so, but maybe I don't know. Maybe she thought it would get more customers.
Maybe
if,
she's going bald down there.
Oh, maybe.
Oh
See?
my.
Yeah.
It's a point of great shame. Now you've pointed it out.
Her facial
Exactly.
hair just fell out. You could have just said you look lovely, but no, you had to say, "Where's your beard?"
She does look lovely.
Oh God, you're a freak.
She's an act against God, an unbearded dwarf.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, this is a tavern. All taverns are the same. She will host dinner parties like on special occasions. Because there is lemon parties. Why lemon parties?
Because we got the old people here.
Old lemons.
It's just
for
gonna
old
be
people.
me and Gerald.
Okay, so and then he'll show you the stables are around back behind the tavern, and then across from the stables is the blacksmith, so they can like shoe the horses and everything. So everything's location planned. I don't know. Coming up with words, English, whatever. Okay, so
It's
when
very efficient.
I mean, it's D&D. You can make up words.
yeah, but then you
It'll mean something.
then you won't know what I'm talking about. The idea is to convey what I'm trying to say here. So one of the people you see in the blacksmith shop is this guy, really grumpy old dwarf, and he's like blind in one eye.
He looks so nice.
Yeah, and he's just kind of sitting there, and you can like he's sitting against the wall. He's all dressed up for work, but he doesn't look like he's actually been working, and he's just kind of like nodding off, and you know how old people do. They just sit there and they just sleep sitting up, you know. So he does that a lot. He's really old.
I'm an old man now. Then.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
And the person you actually see working is this person, Joan. She is the apprentice that became the blacksmith, and typically you'll hear him yelling at her about how she's not good enough and all. But when y'all greet her, she'll come greet you, but you notice she's walking kind of strange, and you hear like a metallic clicking, and you'll notice that she's actually crafted her own prosthetic, and it's very well done that you almost wouldn't know that she had a prosthetic leg.
It would be a shame if one of us had an accident, you mean?
No, I'm just saying, like, her skill level is actually really good. She had this dwarf hounding her because she's not dwarven, that she'll never be good enough. So he's been, like, on her ass since day one about being good. And he still gives her shit about it, even though she is really good. So, he's always trying to make her become better.
I'm making a point not to pay attention to the fact that he has a prosthetic, by the way.
Yeah. Then he'll take you over to the temple area. Before you get to the temple area, you pass through like this section of gray squares, which I should probably label that is the garden, and that's where they're growing like lots of herbs and whatnot for everything. So there's like some berry bushes like against the wall, and it's just like all kinds of like rosemary and oregano and all sorts of stuff growing there. And amongst the garden herbs and taking care of it is this old guy.
Is Billy?
It's
Yo,
Billy.
man. Does he grow the illest tea on the fucking west side?
What? What
Just
are you
say
talking?
yes, I think it's good.
I don't know what you're talking
Allow
about.
me to show you my mustard seed.
It's yeah. So it's Billy.
It brings all the boys to the door.
And Billy really loves sandwiches. So
Does he grow tea in the garden?
probably so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he the
Most
cook at
important.
the tavern?
Cause actually you might find the tea grown like at a farm, because you'd have to grow a lot more of it to supply the whole whole area with tea. This is just like herbs where you just need like a little sprig of something.
Mm.
Yeah. Tons of mustard, tomatoes, and lettuce. Yes.
Only things that go on a sandwich.
Yeah.
He only grows things that could conceivably be put on a sandwich, which, to be fair, is most things.
Yeah. Cucumbers for the pickles.
You pickles. I'll say again.
So he grows honey baked hams.
No.
And
Well, he may raise pigs. We don't know what he does outside of here.
growing pepper
Yeah.
jack cheese from trees. The man's a genius.
The most common meat served here is lamb, because then they have the lambs and they use the wool and everything like that. For this area, especially because they're closer to the mountains and it's kind of like a cooler climate. Kind of, not a whole lot, but yeah. Anywho, then he'll take you over to the temple, and inside is a nice gnome girl with glasses, and during the day she actually sets up the temple area with all sorts of benches and chairs for the kids to have like schoolhouse area. And
Schoolhouse Rock.
yeah, it's a temple slash
Last
schoolhouse
library.
/ library. Yeah, so there's a library off to one wing, and like along the walls when you look inside, you see like a bunch of like little pillars on and statues on them, and like there's just like a little space in front of each one. And each statue, when you look at them, they're of different favored gods, deities. So this is like a very inclusive of different religions. But you won't notice you won't notice any evil deities or some of like the very lesser
Death
uncommon
gods.
ones. Yeah, there's no death gods here. It's a lot of like Lathander and
There has to be some
Halo and all
somewhere in this city, I feel like. There has to be some underground temples of the death gods.
and they're not really
Excuse me,
that.
young lady, where could I find some place to worship the one true god, Tiamat?
In your room.
Quietly.
Quietly, yes.
Are you propositioning me?
As long as you don't disturb anyone else.
It depends. Will you be quiet while we in your room?
Oh lordy. Anywho, so yeah, she does. She helps out with the library, and they sort of have services, but not really. And it's just kind of like you do your own thing for the most part. And then what she mainly does is run the school during the day, during the week. So, there's that. And then, let's see, is there anything else I forgot about her? Because I know I did I wrote a little bit more on her description because I had to describe the library and the school and everything.
If there is, you can always tell us later.
Yeah.
Nick on it.
Yeah, I'll eventually move the descriptions, because I have to sort through what y'all do know and don't know, and I have it in the GM notes, and I'll move them up to what you already know before next week. Then, all right. So in the outer court, it's just like a big park area where you can there's a lot of space, so that way people can pass through, or they have like little gatherings or whatever they want. If you want to have a picnic, just here under the tree, there's like a huge tree. It's a big shade tree, so you can sit under the tree and enjoy the breeze.
That the thing in the middle.
Yeah, it's just big tree in the middle.
I figured that was a fountain or something.
close, but it's a tree. And then over next to it is the training yard, which is also kind of like open space. So you have like an actually much bigger open space because there's the training yard and then there's the garden on either side of it. So it's, you know, it's not really cramped in here. And in the training yard, there's this guy who he looks kind of young to be retired, but you will be advised not to ask him about that because he's very he's basically like an introvert and he doesn't say much, and when it comes to his personal business, he's not gonna just open up about it. And so yeah, so apparently it's like a touchy subject for him, and he's not willing to talk about that.
I like to imagine that all of this like exposition we've been getting is coming from this guy that we're talking to. He's like, oh yeah, that guy, don't ask him about why he's retired. He's very touchy about it.
Yeah, yeah, like
He's very sensitive.
I wanted to
He's a
do,
sensitive soul and he's a little bit shy.
yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to do it, but then I just started explaining the, you know, like just this is this is this. So, but you get the idea. And then lastly, he'll show you the castle, where when you first go in, immediately after the entrance is the big hall area. And, you know, normally in castles you have like the hall and the throne or whatever, but instead of a throne, there's just like a rickety chair, and then there's chairs everywhere, and then benches everywhere, mostly benches. There's more benches than chairs, but there's just benches and chairs everywhere. And he explains this is where they come together for like a nightly meeting, sort of, to like if there's any disputes or anything going on, and he hands out mail. So there's a mail system for people who like if the adventurers who pass in and out of here, since they come here regularly, they can have their mail sent here. And they can also send mail from here, and he handles the mail, so he's like the mailman. And
You know,
yeah, so everyone gathers here and they discuss anything that needs to be discussed.
I would like to propose Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, if someone wants to host a Taco Tuesday or something, be like, hey, you know,
you'd have to be the one cooking there, friend.
yeah, or be like,
I think that we could have a potluck every Saturday.
yeah.
I think
Well, I
it would
don't
build
cook.
community.
So yeah, let me see if there's anything I missed with that. Oh yeah, and he's usually the one that kind of is the middleman with the disputes, so he'll be there to be like, okay, that's their complaint, and then he kind of, since everyone's sitting in the room together, so an example would be like, Millie is upset because Joe the farmer got drunk the night before and busted her chair, one of her chairs, and he should replace it. And he was like, yeah, you know, go ahead and
Yeah, you know, it seems fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, fair enough, you know. So
So he's the judge.
Joe, go over here and talk with Jeremy, the guy who makes the chairs, and see about getting Millie a new chair. And y'all have that discussion after the meeting, and they're like, okay, we'll do that, you know. And then so it's very like a close knit community that way. And yeah, so there's like a lot of people here, but not so many that they can't all like fit into this area and have like one of those little like small town conversations.
Those are probably a lot of kids, and I can't imagine they come to these.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids too, and
I mean, when you're a retired adventurer, what else do you want to do besides have fun all day?
Yeah, man. Making kids, having fun.
Well, they've got kids, and then they have jobs. There's especially the craftsmen and the farmers in the area. Farming is like a full-time job because you can't, you know, if you just like, oh, it'll be fine out there in the field. I don't have to make sure there's no pests eating up the food. You know, then you're gonna end up with no food. So they do work, but it's not like since it's kind of a small community, it's not like a rushed thing. This is a very, very easygoing place. Yeah, southern town feel. Very much so. Yeah, mosey along. There you go. See, you get the idea. And, so, also he'll show you the, adventuring party, like, suites. So, one that he'll show to you, you open it up and it goes into, like, this, common area, like a little living room space, and there's like a hearth where you can cook, and so like you can cook your own meals if you want. If you're not partial to cooking, you can go to the tavern. And there's 2 doors on each wall, except for the door that you came through. So it's enough. It'll hold up to 6 people. So you can have like a full party, and then you have like your common space, so y'all can share the common space together, and but have your own privacy as well, in your own little rooms, which are not very big rooms. It's just enough for a bed and like a foot locker and a dresser. And anywho. So this is pretty much the tour. Oh, and the for the suite or whatever, it does act like an inn. So you do pay a rent of sorts. So you pay, I believe it was like 30 gold per month. You get room and board, and you can get food at the tavern.
Yeah, I don't have
30
that kind of
gold
money at the
for
moment.
everyone in the group to pitch in, or just per person?
Y'all can do that however you want to do it. If y'all
Is it
wanna
30 per
split-
person, or is it 30 total?
Oh wait. I think it might be per person. I have to recheck that.
All right. Well, we're
Alright.
gonna need to get work first.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna have
We
to
need
kill
a
a lot
chance.
of people.
And it also
Damn.
includes like
Wacky
How
places.
much can I sell a small child for? A lot of kids walking around.
No. He's like, but once y'all get some work, that won't be a problem. Y'all be able to afford it. And it'll cover all your costs for living here, and taking care of all your needs for when you're here. And when you're not here, of course, because you have the mail system, so they'll hold your mail and everything. Don't be stabbing orphans, dude.
Them poor orphans.
No orphans for you.
So so we've got our introduction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have money, so I'm gonna look into finding work.
Yes.
I think we're all going to be looking into finding work.
Are us 4 the only people that are part of this tour?
Okay, so the way I kind of see it happening is y'all didn't all show up at the exact same time. So y'all probably came in like one at a time, here and there. And by the time there was enough of you like waiting for a group, then at the nightly meeting, he would call you out and say, hey, meet with me after the meeting. And then he would have a talk with you guys and say, so each of you are...
When a man and a woman love
Yeah.
each other very much.
No, this isn't the birds and bees talk. You get that with Shamong. Alright, so...
Oh, I don't think Samon's going to be giving that talks to you.
He can do like a full performance, like you read out a poem, like this is what happens. Yeah.
Can make a weird
He
bracelet with
he
your own
could-
hair.
He could make the talk sound fabulous. How about that? Anywho, so you have been looking for a group, and there's enough of you now that y'all can be a group. And there's not much in the way of work at the moment, but one of the local farmers does need help exporting some goods, if y'all would be willing to do that.
Oh yeah, manual labor. That's great for my back.
What do you mean by exporting goods?
Well, there's a surplus of cantaloupes, and he needs them sent over to the next. They're gonna be sent over to Clear Apple. So he's got to stay here, and he's getting too old to travel, anyways.
So we're taking them to market for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, you're basically
Okay,
taking
we're
them
not
to
like-
market. Yeah.
We're not picking the cantaloupes and putting them on the wagons and all that shit.
No. I'll give you the contact information for who you need to take them to. It's it's a small town. They only have one store similar to what we have, like the general shop, and they'll know where to take it from there. So one thing you will need to be careful of is that near Clear Apple, there have been some reports of bandits in the area. So, like, if you encounter any bandits, I need to recommend that if they want to steal cantaloupes, let them have them. It was surplus anyways. Granted, the farmer will not be happy about it because he'll want, the extra profit. But, I mean, they're cantaloupes. What could they possibly want with cantaloupes?
I mean, I could think of at least one thing you would want with cantaloupes.
Cantaloupes.
Really, I thought of two.
Does
Well,
it
no, I
involve
was thinking
cutting a hoe in the
What
cantaloupe?
are the laws regarding banditry? Like if we capture a bandit, like what happens with them? Do we turn them in for a bounty? Can we do they become like criminal slaves or something like that, or what happens?
Well, there was one person who would pay for bandit scalps at one point in time. I don't know if they're still doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Gotta get me my Nazi scalps.
Yeah.
My Nazis.
Yeah. So,
Scalping
but
is
that
Dirty
was
business anyway.
that was quite a while ago, and there hasn't really been much bandit activity since the last time I heard of that. So I don't recommend scalping anybody.
Yes, if there's a chance to get scalped, why would you be a bandit?
Uh,
I mean, I just think it's important to know what the limits are in terms of bandits. Like, is it something that we should bring them back alive if we capture them, or whatever?
No. My recommendation is to just let him take whatever, take the shipment of cantaloupes, whatever. Usually bandits are dispatched because that's the norm of what happens, especially if it's self-defense, then no one can argue
Are these bandits organized? Who is in charge of dispatching these bandits?
Not that kind of, I'm talking about dispatched as in,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of dispatch. So yeah, it's just rumor though. It's probably not a big issue. Like I said, it's just gonna be a cart full of cantaloupes. Y'all probably won't it probably won't be an issue.
I mean, who
Other
would
than
attack
that-
a cart full of cantaloupes
Yeah.
guarded by 4 armed men? That just.
Yeah. Other than that, not a big deal. Also, I'm going to send word with you. So I'm gonna set up an equal trade thing, so we can go ahead and ship some cantaloupes, and then y'all can use the same cart to bring back some apples, because they got plenty of apples down there, and we could use some more. So yeah.
Do we protect the apples?
Well,
So if we're attacked with
Yeah.
the cantaloupes, you let them take the cantaloupes. If we're attacked with the apples, we fucking kill those goons, right? That's what
No.
I'm understanding.
no, it's the same thing. If they want the apples, they can have the apples. But I very seriously doubt they're gonna want apples, because they could just go into anywhere within Clear Apple or Well Apple and go pick off of a tree. And they might get away with it, might not. I don't know, but there's apples aplenty, so there's no reason why they should want to steal apples. No reason
All
they should.
right.
No reason they should want to steal any fruit, but
So pretty much this is just a day trip to Clear Apple.
yeah, it should be a day trip. You'll be on foot, so it'll take a couple days, but
Oh, do we not get like a pack horse to draw the cart?
well, I mean,
Who's pulling the cart?
well, I mean, even if
There's not
mean-
room for us in the cart.
yeah, there's no room for you in the cart, but yeah, even with one pack mule, then y'all won't fit in the cart, so y'all are gonna be walking with the mule.
All right, well,
So why are we guarding the cart if we're told to not fight the bandits that are looking to steal the cart?
I'm
that doesn't
only-
sound like a fabulous plan.
I'm only recommending this because y'all are kind of new here, so that's
all right.
just
So
my-
are you recommending this line of work because we're kind of new, or are you recommending that we don't murder people because we're kind of new? So if we were around a little bit longer, would we be getting different work, or would we be told to kill more?
Well, I am not fully aware of your capabilities yet, but we'll whatever comes up. I mean, if you're fairly confident that you can handle them, then by all means handle them. But if you don't feel that you can, then just let them go.
All
That's
right.
the way
Well,
it is with everything.
shall we go get some cantaloupes?
All right. If y'all want, y'all can stay here for the last because it is evening now, because this is the after the meeting. So y'all can stay here tonight and then head off in the morning. I'll go talk to our farmer and have a shipment set up and ready for you by morning. Sound good?
Man, cantaloupe. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
What?
Is it because you
Cantaloupe.
can't elope?
Oh my goodness. You know what's
All right,
crazy?
what time is it?
In
It's
games?
Right
Fabulous
past your
time.
bedtime, old man.
Yes.
Is
it's-
it 8
it's
o'clock
evening.
already?
Typically the meetings are held just before dinner time. So you'd have dinner and then you go have like your chill out time and then go to bed.
All right.
I would like to have dinner, go train, and then have tea by myself before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Very important. I have tea.
Very important to have tea. Well, we can arrange for you to have some tea. Do you like it hot or cold?
Hot tea.
Hot tea. Do you have a
Who
specific
drinks
flavor?
cold tea?
I'm not sure what's in the area, so I'd like to try a few different ones as I'm stay here.
Okay, we'll start with a typical black tea, which is just your average tea. The norm. You get average tea.
Is it the speciality?
The what?
Is it the speciality?
The speciality?
Be our guest. Be our
Sure.
guest.
No. Let's see. This is gonna be interesting. So I can have you guys go without Aleph.
I mean, I don't imagine this is going to take very much time.
Unless there's a sudden ambush, a banditry ambush.
I mean, but even that, I don't imagine it's going to take too much time unless there's a shit ton of them all attacking us for our cantaloupes.
Is it called banditry because they'll scout from the treetops?
Why, yes.
It's called banditry because it's literally the tree that it's attacking you. It's an awakened tree, and it's mad at you for killing its cantaloupe brethren.
Cantaloupe
But they're still
brethren?
alive.
Are the cantaloupes brethren?
Well, all plants are brethren to each other, dear.
They might be cousins.
Didn't you know? Trees don't have the words for cousins. It's only brothers and the others.
Brothers and others.
Brothers and others, and you are others, and the cantaloupes are brothers. Die, fool! And it's wearing like one of those like bandit masks that they put over like their nose and their mouth, like a bandana. But it's just tied around the trunk.
Okay.
It's got a fucking gun.
Okay, so, do you guys know how y'all want to set up for, like, who's gonna be in front and all of that?
Not me.
I can put y'all back on the...
I would like to be in front, please.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the bag.
Oh my! I'll be guiding whatever animal is pulling this cart, since I have land vehicle proficiency
Well, there you go.
and animal handling.
He handles them animals.
I guess we both can handle animals together.
Oh my.
You animal. Once again, terrible. Terrible people.
I need an adult.
Yeah, right?
You are the
Wait,
adult
I
here.
was gonna say, aren't you the adult?
I am the adult. When did this happen?
When you became 67 years old, old timer.
I'm 69 years old.
Well then, good for you.
Had a hell of a birthday weekend.
There we go.
I bet you did.
So,
is this a mule or is this a horse? Is this a pony? Is it a pack horse?
it's a pack mule. And
Alright.
yeah, so y'all got your cantaloupes, and
Man, these cantaloupes look a hell of a
Like
lot
baskets.
like halberds.
look, it's
Must be
just
one of those new, like, is this what they're talking about when they talk about GMOs?
It's an illusion, I would think.
I think it's one of those self-defending cantaloupes.
Maybe this is why people keep on getting robbed for cantaloupes. It's because they disguise them to look like weapons.
Probably.
Okay. Here comes the fun part. Roll perceptions.
Ooh, baby.
I think we're all blind.
Oh
What?
boy.
One more.
Come on, Jazzy.
I know. Don't expect anything fucking fantastic.
No pressure, my dear.
Thanks for spinning the night. Yeah.
Bam!
Nice.
Fantastic.
So, Jazzy, or why
Give
does
him the razzie dazzy. I don't know.
your token says Xeno?
Sorry. Reset.
Yeah.
I'll change it.
Anywho, You notice some movement off in the bushes over there.
I'll I guess like motion to the group, like put my hand up, call attention, point without saying anything towards the bush.
Well, you gotta take a leak. I mean, we'll wait.
You can
I
catch
suggest
up.
you go a little bit further in than that bush, though, because I'm pretty sure that the one with the red hair is gonna watch you. But if
I
you're
just
into
look
that,
at you.
no judgment.
Like, really? I just look at you like, what?
I mean, yeah, really. I'm thinking he might be one of those ones with the weird sexual orientation. Not that I'm here to judge. I mean, who hasn't had a man hold them deep into the night? I mean, I can't think any of us here would say that they haven't, but he seems to have it as a preference.
Oh, I expand my horizons, old man.
See, so I'd suggest you go past that bush there. That bush seems right out in the open.
So what was you pointing about, sir?
Just gotta take a leak.
I just see movement. That's all.
Oh, you think we're being ambushed?
By a bush.
Why did you say so earlier?
Ambushed.
Ambush! Oh no! We're being attacked not only by a banditry, it's an ambush.
I'm gonna summon my weapon as a crossbow into my hand.
Holy
Ooh,
fuck, that's
fancy.
whack as all hell.
Where exactly? Which bush are you pointing at?
Well, you don't have to wonder for long.
Is this right here the ambush?
Out pops a dude from the ambush.
Oh shit, no,
Alright,
it's not
it's
an ambush, it's just a dude.
Does he have a weapon?
Yes.
I'm just shooting him. Fuck, I've done it. Fuck him. Just
Oh,
shooting him.
really? All right.
He may not be. He may not be a bandit, though.
All right. Roll your shooting attack.
Oh, and I actually did not.
You was
Fuck.
not prepared for this initiative.
I didn't expect to be like fucking shoot with crossbow. I only set it up as rapier already.
Ha ha ha.
I was not prepared for a human, I was prepared exclusively for a bush.
Oh, I'm prepared for a bush, all right.
Oh God. Oh no. I accidentally closed the thing. Oops.
Yeah, he does look pretty bandagey.
All right. Let's see.
What's that on heavy
Between all the
crossbow?
initiatives.
Heavy crossbow, I believe, is a D10.
Oh, sweet.
Holy.
You're
crap,
going really,
initiative.
really first.
Really first. Oh, so what's the damage? Because that does hit. Eight. All right.
8.
Here we go.
Can you add me the initiative counter? It didn't fucking go.
Did you have your token clicked?
I didn't.
Oh.
Well, that's why I did not go then, Zeno.
Oh no.
This guy's gonna be like, fuck, I'm off to the Axe convention, but I've been shot. I was just taking a leak. And I heard that somebody else wanted the bush, so I was vacating.
I highly doubt that's the case.
It's gonna say 22, but did crit. But whatever.
Make it 23.1 then. Just put him on top.
Well, he took a surprise round, I assume.
Yeah, he did.
It's like fuck your
It's
couch.
Like,
You're
I'm
gonna
sure
go-
we'll have a chance to discuss this first, and maybe I'll leave, and maybe they'll leave. Ah!
I've been shot with magic.
My ambush has failed me. Curse you, ambush. You needed to be closer to the road.
You should have been an AM tree.
Now that'd be a banditry. We've discussed this already. By the way, I'm absolutely making an encounter like this, where it's
By an
awakened
ambush,
trees
yeah.
and bushes, and they're called
Oh my
ambushes and banditries.
Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? Somehow I ended up first.
No. I didn't do the thing. Wrong button.
Yes.
There we go. I clicked the wrong button, guys. Oh yeah, he took 8 damage. That's right. I was on the wrong layer.
It's like, fuck your couch, bitch! Fuck it.
that really hurt. You got him really.
Why would you fuck a couch? That seems mildly inappropriate.
All right, so this is gonna, also, since everyone's, I need to get on the right layer here,
That would be helpful usually.
and it usually does help, doesn't it?
I think there's more bandit trees that are. Oh my god!
Oh,
There's all
God.
kinds of bandit trees. I thought they know ambushes up here to the north of us.
So everyone's popping out now that arrows are flying and shit. All right,
See what you did, Jazzy. You made all the trees sprout people.
surprise round is over. It goes to Shamong. What shall you do? Or what will you do?
Oh, let's see here. How to be most fabulous. Ah, bloody hell.
Gotta stick to what's important here. Fabulification.
Well, how is this boat gentleman looking?
Which one?
The one with the boat sticking
Oh.
out of his chest.
Oh, yeah, that bolt kind of hurt, like, a lot.
Oh, why don't you simmer down now?
Oh, wisdom save.
Oh man, make him feel bad about himself and his choice in
Your life
tattered
choice.
linen.
Oh, that's gonna be just a straight.
Straight D20.
Yep.
Ha! You feel
Oh, his
terrible
feelings
about
are hurt.
it. Does he look dejected?
He looks very dejected. He's so sad right now. That was
Ha!
he's
With
simmered, so simmered.
the bone crushing depression's gonna take him, man.
And then I'll move on over here and end my turn.
All right. Oops. Once again, I'm on the wrong layer.
How many other things are hiding from layers?
I'm assuming that
I
she
just-
didn't move off the layer last time.
Yeah, I didn't move off a GM layer after I revealed I was just doing everything in this area.
This is an ambush.
Yeah, ambush.
And y'all are standing in the ambushes.
Okay, so it is Jazzy's turn.
I'm gonna swap weapon to, which will unfortunately cost an action,
Mm.
but swap it to rapier, and I'll move to, I guess here. Yeah, I'll move to here. And I guess bonus action, I'll hex the closest guy.
Okay,
I thought Mr. Almost dead.
so that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Archie.
First, I'm going to move up here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at the guy who's been shot and insulted.
You're
And
gonna
say,
insult him.
I'm also going to insult him. My one-armed brother is a bit higher than you are.
Oh.
Get him right in the feelings. Yeah, in the feelings.
Maximum feeling damage.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he has negative wisdom?
No
Oh.
negative. It's just a straight D20. He's got 0.
So close.
Yeah.
Well, that will be my turn, though.
Okay. Ambush.
Oh, no, it's-
It's time for the ambush. Hold on, let me check. How far are these guys? Well, this guy is just gonna move up. This guy can come up to you.
They can always dash. That's really loud music.
That was unexpected and really loud. Hang on. I actually have combat music. do y'all want mine or do y'all want this one?
I want yours.
Okay.
Under pressure, coming down on me, coming down on you. Under pressure.
There we go.
It's just the Benny Hill theme.
No,
Poke the angry ogre.
we'll save the Benny Hill one for like a haunted house or something, with like lots of rooms and on long hallways. Y'all can run back.
No,
and forth.
this is the Benny Hill theme is always appropriate for this group. I feel like there is 2 bards here after all.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Are any of you an accordion player?
I wish.
Sort of poke people to death.
Okay, so
Strange Hal.
Is that coming at me?
yes, that's the that hits. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm level 3 with my basic starting gear.
He not 1 on the damage. You only take 4.
Let's just get plus 3
Ow!
damage.
Let's see.
You're dead, son.
This one's coming at Jazzy. Nope.
Nope.
Alright. Now, what is... This one, she's gonna move up. She's gonna dash.
She's a dashing lady of action.
Yep. She's dashing forward. These, on the other hand, are just going to move up a little bit. And the one to the south is going to shoot at... Who's the closest? Out of you two.
Jazzy,
Jazzy.
or...
Jazzy's closest.
I gotta check wording on an ability.
Mm.
What is the ability?
Defensive duelist. Only with a melee attack. Yep, that hits.
Okay.
Are you dual wielding?
You take 10 piercing
It
damage.
just says finesse weapon. Defensive.
Oh, it's defensive. Not. Okay. I'm thinking of
Nice,
duelist.
10 damage.
defensive duelist.
Oh shit, that's a lot of damage.
Alright, and last one.
Damn, these guys got 16s in their stats. It's fucking crazy.
Let's see. Last one. I believe she's gonna aim for you as well. Oh, that's a miss.
Okay. It's got
Total
a plus 5.
fail.
Jesus.
Alright. Up to
Young
Tess.
man, that was incredibly rude. And I'm going to stab at him.
Alright. Do stabby stabby.
Are we doing flanking?
No.
Do you want the enemies
Well?
to have flanking?
Surprisingly, that hits.
All right, let's fucking see. 4. I'm returning the favor, young man.
Yeah, he's down. That's exactly
Ah.
how much you needed.
You fall before me. And then I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to... Fuck it, I'm going to action surge. And I'm going to attack this person who was attacking Jazzy. And I'm going to miss horribly because I can't roll for shit.
Well, but your old heart can't take that much action in one turn.
Oh.
Oh man, apparently I can't roll anywhere near a 10. That's what I
So
got.
you will when it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hmm, 6 weeks seems awfully generous.
Ghost, you don't
Anyway,
even
that's
roll.
my turn. That's what I got. That's all I do.
All right.
You
So
just cast fucking Grease.
it's
fucker.
Shamal's turn then.
Time to make you all absolutely fabulous.
Uh-oh. Fairy fire.
Just
Nice.
sprinkle red.
All right, and they do dex saving throws. All right, here goes one. What's your DC on that? 13. Okay. And yeah, all right, last one.
They're all like
One.
fucking doing flips
You
and
got
shit.
one. It's this dude right here.
Which one? Oh, that
The
one.
back one.
He's,
Okay.
The furthest away one.
yeah, he's lit up.
Alright, well then I'll move here to reinforce, and I would end my turn, yeah?
Okay. Jazzy.
Move curse to the guy in front of me.
Okay. I should put a thing for that.
Welp.
I think he's dead.
Oh, good God.
If he ain't dead, I'd be surprised.
How much total damage is that?
20.
720.
17, 20.
He's dead. He's just dead. Why do I keep clicking that? All right. Yeah, he's down, just out.
I'm gonna step on top of his corpse.
As you do.
I'm
Now,
gonna-
apparently you're gonna go underneath his corpse.
and then pass the turn.
I'm gonna bring you. There, you're on top. Archibald.
Okay. I'm gonna go up here.
Mm-hmm.
To hit him with my sword.
You mean her?
It, whatever it is.
Give him the razzle dazzle.
That is the plan. Because if I hit, I'm going to use a psychic blades on it if I manage to hit. Does that hit?
No, that does not hit.
Well, fuck. Well, that's my turn.
Ambush. Alright, you just tried to swing at her. She's going to swing right back at you. Does a 19 hit?
No.
It doesn't?
Yeah, it does. Ow.
I was like, I'm pretty
wait
sure
a
like
minute.
he's usually hit me too. Like shit.
I was just gonna say no and see if she caught it.
I was like, come on now.
Hurt his feelings until he doesn't want to swipe at you anymore.
You take 9 damage.
Ow.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah. All right, this
Damn
dude.
caster's running ahead.
This dude's going to take a jab. Oh. I'm
Damn
sorry,
caster's running ahead.
Jazzy. I'm sorry, Jazzy. Let's see what it is. What's 5 plus 8? 13.
Wait, that's at me, a 13?
He crit.
Alright. Alright, I'm at 1.
Whew.
Excellent.
And let's see. These two are going to aim for
Crit!
Archie, since he's the closest.
No,
Easiest
don't
target.
jinx it for me.
Oh no, I thought it was coming at me.
I'm assuming
That misses.
10, yeah, 10 doesn't hit. Another 10 does not hit.
They got a 20 together.
Together they got a 20, but not on our own.
Teamwork.
All right, well that was it. So Tess,
I'm going to step up and I'm going to take an attack advantage at that dude. I hope that hits.
oh yeah, that
And I'm going
Wait,
to get him with
the-
my unwavering mark.
unwavering mark. What's that one?
Yep. So if he attacks someone other than me when I'm within 5 feet of him, he has disadvantage on the attack. And if he attacks somebody, regardless of how close he is to me, on my next turn, I get to make a bonus action attack against him, which if I hit, I crit.
Okay.
You're a
I can do
cavalier
it 3
then.
times.
So
Or
basically,
I can make
you're
the attack 3 times.
so you're like, hey, you come at me, bro. Sort
I'm just being really fucking. I'm just keeping a close eye on him. Don't fucking dare. Don't do it. I know he's almost dead, but don't you fucking kill my caster. This is our first fucking combat. You don't do it.
And that's all. That's all right.
I mean, that's what I got. I'm a fucking 3rd level fighter. I make an attack.
Shimon.
All right. Well, I'm seeing my friend here bleeding out of his guts here. I will give him a bit of a healing word.
Mm.
Roll that 1. Oh, not a 1!
So that'll be my bonus action, and then I'll mark this brute over here. You call that a hit?
Oh yeah, he's got to make the save. Let's see. Nope. That just stung a little bit. Just a tad. For 1 damage.
Move one up closer, and
Hurt my feelings a little.
Just a little bit. He winced a little, like his eye twitched. All right, Jazzy, what you gonna do? You're pretty low on health.
Which one of these individuals in front of me is at lower health? Has the more damage done to them? Sorry. Got a question.
The guy that stabbed the hell out of you is probably the lowest on the health right now.
The glowy one.
Yeah, the glowy one. Also,
So I have advantage on attacks, right?
yeah,
For that.
you have advantage on that attack.
All right, so I'm gonna pop a bonus action for Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
So I'll get my proficiency added to damage, and anything that's a 19 or 20 crits, and then I'll gain health if it dies.
Oh, nice. Go for it. Is that yeah? I believe that does hit.
16.
Yep, that hits.
Bam.
And he's dead.
All right, I'm gonna gain 6 health back.
Nice. Okay, and that's all.
We'll move here.
Okay. He's just
Actually, we'll move
walking
here.
on their
Fuck this
bodies.
guy. Yep.
Okay, Archie.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to try to swing my sword at him again. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that hits.
Now I'll be using my Psychic Blade feature as well.
Ooh.
Damn, that's good.
For 18 total?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She did.
Yay.
Alright.
Then one step back.
You're like, that's enough for now. Ambush. There's only 2 of them left. They dropped like flies. Okay, so I've got this one. He's gonna shoot at... Oh, Jazzy's closest.
Crit.
14.
Miss. Miss.
That's a
Miss.
miss. Yep.
Fuck that.
They
Fucker couch.
can't shoot for shit.
Which one's the one with the longbow? The one or top or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom looks like.
Is the bottom one an elf?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be racist.
No, I just need. Yeah.
The time has come.
The Waller said.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'm going to move back here. And since I am born to the saddle, I'm going to use 5 feet of my movement to mount this donkey.
Okay.
And I'm going to full dash with my mount at this elf. Which, what's donkey's movement?
Probably
Isn't it-
slower than
it's-
you.
It's the same as human movement. It's 30.
What a triumphant steed.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm fucking
Just gonna-
5 feet away, man!
You just gonna run your friends over with the cart? And cantaloupes?
That's a card
No, I'll unhook it.
Okay. So you're gonna take a full action to unhook it?
Would it be a full action to unhook it? Could that not be my free action for the round?
No, it
I mean, how fucking hooked in there is it? I mean, I'm not gonna be able to attack anyway, so yeah, sure. I'll use my full action to unhook it, and then I'll use the donkey's dash action,
Okay.
and I will ride into battle.
Riding into battle. Alright, where are you going to?
Right here.
There you go.
Have at you, thieves!
Oh my goodness. Shamong?
Are we trying to capture these 2 alive or dead?
Leaving
Makes
one
no
alive would
difference
be
to me.
helpful. AoE CCs. Here comes that sleep. That sleep.
Well, why don't you both simmer down now and drop your weapons?
Calm emotions? Oh boy. Charisma saving throw. Oh, I have to look something up really quick.
Oh.
Ghost.
Random spells most people don't use.
Fucking elf.
It should have advantage against being charmed.
But the other is not an elf. Unless they're both elves, then that would be a problem.
It's not just the elf thing. There's another thing happening here. Okay. Okay.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
know
dun.
what I'm doing now. Know what I'm doing. What's your DC for the thing? 13? Okay, so it does not work on the elf. And it does not work on the human.
Jesus.
They real mad.
All right, well, I guess we'll just have to knock him out.
So is this just this is essentially the effect that actually telling someone to calm down has.
Yes.
Now they're just really mad.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they mad now.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
All right, boys, I think that it's that time of the month for them.
Ooh.
I think that invoke
You're about to be
extra,
really bloody, I think.
extra.
I'm pretty
extra
sure that you're gonna
madness.
get both of these attacks.
Oh, they're just jealous of my fabulousness.
All right.
Keep
so
telling yourself that, lad.
Jazzy's turn.
I'm gonna dash and bonus action move the hex to the longbowman.
Okay.
Pass.
Archie.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the longbow woman and say, "You better calm down before we have to throw our ass at you."
Another person telling her to calm down.
Ignore the psychic blade. I don't know why I forgot
Ignore
to
the
click
psychic blades.
that. I forgot to click that. Why the fuck?
He's not having
Yeah.
any of this.
No, not having it.
Do you still get the damage on the save or no?
No,
Oh, nothing.
Fuck.
Not for the.
Like the
Yeah,
troll
nothing.
toll.
exactly.
The fucking troll toll does nothing.
Uh,
I mean, that's all. That's all.
That's my turn.
Cantrips.
Ambush.
All right. So,
They're attacking our bards.
all right, we're gonna have.
Well, we just told them to calm down.
We're gonna have this one move out a little bit here, and this one's going to move kind of this way.
I'm punching this longbowman.
Oh.
Attack.
You're punching the longbowman.
You're gonna eat my fucking shadow sword.
All
This
right.
edgy sword.
Do your A up.
No.
Unfortunately, it does not hit. All
It
right.
does piercing damage, but it's still pretty edgy.
Okay, this one, the girl with the bow, she's going to attack Tess. Oops, sorry. My mouse is
Well,
double-clicking.
fuck. She can't fucking miss.
24.
4 piercing damage.
At least it was minimum damage. Still fucking as much as your max for fucking bards.
And then the other one's going to aim for Shamong.
Who would have seen that coming?
What a whore.
I'm guessing.
Oh, isn't that a thought right over there?
Oh. Yeah, keep talking.
Thought.
And that's about all I can do, I think. Unless they want to move further, but nah. Too much trouble. Tess.
You dare! And I'm going to leap from the back of my donkey.
You mean the guild donkey.
In this moment, it is my donkey.
Okay.
I told you we was gonna throw our ass at you.
And I'm gonna attack.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Oh shit, I rolled above minimum damage. And I'm going to hit her with my unwavering mark. That'll show her. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm also going to second wind. Back up to full.
Jesus. Nice.
Old man jumps out of a donkey at you as his wounds close up entirely. The arrows fall out of his body and he stabs you with a spear and stares at you real hard.
Yeah, she staggers. She's looking like total shit right now. Like she's on her last leg. And is that all you're doing?
I mean, that's all I got.
Yep.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Yep. Just checking. Shamong, what you gonna do about this girl throwing things at you?
Alright, come over here, Thought. That's not how you sling anything.
Alright, what does it say?
Cower in fear at her catty remarks.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna go in for a cat fight.
Oh
That'll
man,
end my
let's-
turn.
Oh,
I'm moving into. We're gonna double team him.
her.
For her.
Oh, they're both hers.
Yeah, they're
I
both-
can't really
they're
tell
both
by the
female.
icon.
Oh, we're about
These
to
are
do
very equalitarian bandits.
Yeah, they were.
Or they're not bandits, and we just attacked them.
Oh, we're
Right,
about to
that's
Eiffel
back,
Tower
so-
this bitch.
so Jazzy, what are you doing? You're obviously
I'm moving in.
yeah.
We're going for the hold person on the guy in front of me. DC 13.
That's a wisdom, right?
Yep.
These
A
are some
plus.
wise thoughts.
Sorry.
A plus. Pass my turn.
All right, Archibald.
Okay. Going to run down here and attempt to stab her with my sword.
All right. She's dead. You don't even have to roll damage.
Well, okay then.
All you needed to do was hit. She was on her last hit point. She did. Oh crap! Ambush. That was all you were doing?
My turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Now I have to decide if she moves. That's an attack of opportunity. She only has a sling though, so that's gonna be a disadvantage.
Oh, what you gonna do now? Mm-hmm.
She's gonna roll 2 net 20s in a row with disadvantage and still crit.
You know what? She's going to sort of back up, but still be in range of Jazzy.
All right, so this
Shamon
bard's
gets-
getting his fucking attack of opportunity. Yeah.
It hits. Alright. Yeah, you hurt her pretty good.
That's how we do here, girlfriend. Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna try to.
She does still have
It's a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Still in
Disadvantage.
melee range of somebody.
Ah, yeah,
It
what's
didn't
up?
matter.
Holy
I
fuck!
called it. Hit it, hit it.
Four
Ah,
bludgeoning
she's-
damage.
I mean, I already dropped Hex, so I don't have to roll that. So
Tess, your turn.
take her
Just-
alive.
Just for flavor,
Take her
I'm
alive.
going to run back, get on the donkey, and charge her down.
Charge her down.
Ha!
Oops.
And if she's still alive, I'm gonna hit her with the unwavering mark.
But we're trying to take her alive.
Yeah, no, that kind of kills her.
Excellent. We have proven victorious over these, our mostly unarmored opponents who had.
Why'd you do
I'm
that?
pretty sure
We
that
were
this
trying to keep
person
them
had like a
alive.
piece of leather for a weapon and rocks. Not as glorious as I would have liked. But you did well, Isabella. You are a good mount. You've served me well in this battle.
All right. So that's the end of combat.
All right.
I thought
So-
we were capturing them alive.
Nobody said that.
We said that a few times actually.
Yeah.
A couple times.
What did you
The
say?
old man with the hard of hearing.
Were you shouting, "Take them alive"?
Actually, kinda yes. I asked previously, to which our good friend here said yes many times over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were shouting, I'm alive, and I was just trying to keep it that way.
Okay.
Well, that's awkward, and I slowly remove my spear from her chest.
We're gonna loot these bodies, and then I guess I'll start digging a grave for them. Because it'd just be like really kind of fucked up if we just left them out.
Well, we could burn them.
What do you think they
We're
want?
in a forest, dude. Like, I don't have enough water in case it got out of control.
So it takes a long time to dig bodies, or dig.
I mean, it could be a shallow grave.
Yeah, I'm not
shallows.
worried about like a deep grave. Like, this isn't like Pine Lawn or something.
We're just covering them up so that to make it slightly more inconvenient for the animals that will eventually eat the remains.
All right. So where do you plan on putting these bodies? Just kind of like pile them up over here.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have any keepsakes on them.
Yeah, I mean, we're looting them. We're taking all of our time to loot them proper.
Take all this shit off of them. Especially in that longbow.
Yeah, longbows are good, useful things.
Yeah. So one had a longbow, one had a sling. Basically all the weapons that you saw. So there was a pike, and a warhammer,
Battle axe.
and short sword, and a battle axe. So those were their weapons. And then they're all pretty much wearing leather armor, I believe. And yeah,
How many of them was that? 6?
Yeah, 6 of them in leather armor. And then, alright, I have to figure out their freaking gold here. About 10 gold each on them.
So 60 gold,
Yeah, 60 gold.
6 sets of leather armor.
I wrote it out in.
Do y'all want a party loot handout?
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
should,
worthwhile.
should probably keep one.
Were there any arrows with that longbow?
Well, it'd be weird if he was shooting us without arrows.
Yeah, there's arrows.
Anyone else want this longbow?
I can take it if you don't want it, but I'm not proficient with it.
I know how to use a longbow. I actually sold my last one.
Had a youngin.
Okay.
In
there's
the
a-
worst case, we could sell it.
You want a light crossbow? I'll trade you.
Do you have bolts to go with it?
Yeah, I still have some bolts. So I will take
And that.
the longbow and the arrows, and I will hand over to you my light crossbow and 20 bolts.
I'll take it.
Hey, I don't suppose any of you are well versed in nature to track the origin of their tracks in the woods here.
Not at all.
Not particularly.
I'm going.
We could give it a try.
I'm also going
Yeah.
to assume y'all
Yeah.
hook the mule back up to the cart.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
If
Now,
possible,
Isabella, you
I'd like
don't
to
tell
take a
your
short
owner that I
rest.
rode you into battle like a stallion.
Nay.
It
Um,
was kind of clumsy when it did ride into battle, but it did the job.
And that's all
So-
that matters.
short rest and then try to track these bandits' lair.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Well, I would do a song of rest. So if you're getting hit that, you gain the amount that is 6.
Nice. I only had to spend all my hit dice.
I don't know what all you complaining about. I feel fine. Nothing like getting shot in the morning to get your blood flowing.
No offense, I don't like getting shot anytime, whole time.
I mean, it's not so bad once you get used to it.
But see, that might be the problem then.
So I'm not bad at tracking, but I'm not good at it either.
Well, do you want
I
to
have a
your best shot?
+2 to survival out of character.
I have a 0.
I have +2.
So
But
somehow
does
I'm
it?
not a very good tracker.
If y'all want to pitch in or like assist or anything like that, y'all can.
I will assist the old man.
Okay.
All right, just point me in the proper direction of where they were. I've forgotten, and I will track them down for you.
I roll to see if he gets advantage.
I mean, you have a 60. Yeah, you had a 60%. You're advantage.
All right, let's fucking go.
But Jog's advantage. Jog's advantage. Yeah.
So you were able to find their tracks, and you followed them for a little ways. It seems as though that they originally were on the road, and then they got sidetracked off to the side. So they made the detour into the woods and then back to the road. Strangely, though, you at further down, you see 7 sets of footprints.
Oh, boys, we missed one.
Or one have 4 legs we didn't notice.
Did we kill a centaur?
I don't think so.
Maybe
It
they had a
might have been a
rendezvous.
mantar, since these are clearly human or humanoid footprints.
No, this is
Terrifying
not a man.
creatures.
Look, that image of the Mantar was so horrendous.
So you're saying like there were 7 sets of tracks, and like one of them left separately, or like
Yes.
there were 7 sets of tracks by
Can
us?
Can I follow the tracks that left separately?
Sure.
All right. Well, I mean, if we missed one, might as well finish the job.
And take our lives this time.
Oh, are we doing that still? We still on about that?
Well, I mean, bandits would have a trove, right?
Or maybe they're bandits because they have nothing. Though those ones did have 10 gold on them each. That was fucking sweet.
Exactly. How are we going to know what they have if we don't talk to them?
The bandits are doing okay for. Well, I suppose we can have a talk.
So I suppose we're following this track all the way to the headquarters, or wherever it might be.
Okay. So
All right.
as you're following the tracks, you're following them like further into the woods, so you're well off the road by now. And then you notice that they take a turn and start heading toward a very rocky area, and you lose the tracks.
Well, that's the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, are there any animals around here, particularly of the canine sort?
Are you looking for canine animals?
Perhaps, or birds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception and see what you see.
You could try being a Disney princess and singing for them.
You could.
Oh, I am absolutely
could.
fabulous. They just come right to me.
Yeah, you start singing, and then the birds just kind of sit on a branch and start looking at you. So yes, there are birds in the area. There seem to be quite a few, but the closest ones are a couple of birds that seem to be nitpicking over some grub. Like they're fighting over it.
Alright, I will cast a Speak with Animals.
Okay. So you hear the
Right.
birds like fighting. No, that's mine. No, I saw it first.
Oh, hey, now we can all share. I have quite a bit of treats here for you. I'm just looking at a little bit of information.
Treats. You got grubs?
Yes, treats. Grubs. Lots of grubs. If you provide me the proper information. I'm looking for a little individual as I'm pointing to the ground. Do you know where these tracks was leading to? An individual that looked perhaps as tall as us?
One of them tilts their head and be like, "I don't believe you have any grubs. Where are the grubs?"
Shima would take out some dried rations. See, I have grubs.
Is that a cracker?
Why, yes, it is. It's dried rations.
It looks good. So you want to know what again?
I will point out at the ground. These tracks we were following, do you know who was making them and where was it leading to?
I saw nobody. I mean, I might have heard something. I didn't see anybody.
I look at the other birds. Have you any seen individuals walking about on legs?
Nope. Just looking for grubs.
Are there any other rodents or squirrels around here while I still have Speak with Animals on?
Yeah, there's a squirrel. He's up in the tree. And he's just chilling.
Hey, furry little friend there. Tweet tweet.
Tweet. And a furry little friend. Okay.
Friend, have you seen any individuals walking about here other than us?
Seen any? No, I haven't seen anybody.
We're the only ones that are standing upright that you've seen all day.
Mm-hmm. They're the first people I've seen all day. And I've been here.
Jamal will look at the group. A pair of little animals here. I've never seen anyone such as us walking through here.
Why
Have
are we
any
following
ideas?
these people?
Have they heard any people, anything walking through here?
No, we have a job to do.
Oh, I was hoping perhaps we can rid us of these bandits. There is one out there. I'm out of ideas, unfortunately.
As much as it would be good for us to leave a few bandits around for later, I really wanted to make sure that we did the job to the best of our ability. Deal with bandits, get the delivery.
I mean, but if there's no bandits, who's going to hire us to kill bandits? That's just bad business.
Well, there's always more bandits.
You
Right.
don't harvest a crop to the root. You take the fruit and you let it grow a new one.
Shema was, well, even though I don't have the mission I'm seeking, I am no jerk. I will leave some of the crackers for the birds.
Oh, thank you. And they start pecking the ground at the crackers.
Well, keep an eye out for any suspicious individuals that might be strolling about. We may come back for information if you want more crackers.
Oh, okay. We'll keep an eye out.
Alright, Shimon, we'll turn back to the room. Well, I'm out of ideas. I suppose we can head back to the road, unless anyone else has something to speak of.
No, I think that's about it.
Yeah, well, we gotta deliver these cantaloupe. You think they'd notice if we ate one? No, we probably shouldn't.
I'm not really a big fan of cantaloupe, honestly.
What do you have against cantaloupe?
I mean, if we're hired to protect their shipment, I'd rather not eat their shipment.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Alright, well, back onto the road we go.
Alrighty. Y'all make it to the midway point, at which point it is starting to get a little dark. And y'all can make camp. There's already like a fire pit set up if y'all want to make a fire.
Oh shit, is this like a camping site?
Yeah, it's the midway point.
Okay, so this is a common thing.
Yeah, it's where like travelers will usually set up here for camping during the night, and then they'll continue on the next day.
All right, well, let's set up camp. I'll make sure to feed Isabella.
Is that her name, or is that just what you're calling her?
You know, to be perfectly honest, I haven't actually checked underneath. Might be a dude.
As a matter of fact, it is.
I don't know that. That's metagame knowledge.
You could always just look.
I could, but I'm not going to. I've got to respect its privacy.
Okay.
Well, okay then.
Fair enough.
Suppose we should probably set a watch.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
So like we have still some time before it's like actual sleep time, though, right?
Y'all have been traveling all day.
Okay. I'd like to take middle watch when it's darkest.
Okay.
Well, before I go to sleep or take a watch, I will look around for an owl or a raccoon.
Okay. Let's do another perception check. Yeah, not any around here. Not yet, anyways.
So is Samam and Tess a human? Or what are they exactly? What race are they?
Yeah, what are we all, by the way?
I'm a half-elf.
Yeah, both the bards are half elves. And then
Of course, because
and Jazzy, I forget.
I'm a human.
Human. And then
And I'm a
another
human.
So 2 humans, 2 half elves. I have
so we've got
no
3 humans
idea
and an
what
elf.
I have no idea what Aleph is playing. He hasn't even started his character sheet yet.
I'm
so-
assuming you have the Dark Vision invocation.
Yes.
That
I figured
fucking
based on the
stupid ass invocation.
I assume we give him the middle watch.
All right,
But how many humans probably take the first watch?
I will take the last watch.
Or the last watch?
I mean, I go to bed early, I get up early. I'm old.
Okay, so who was taking first watch?
I guess I can.
Okay.
I'll take the first.
Okay. First watch, go ahead and oops, that was accidental.
Got a human on each watch.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, buddy.
Everything seems to go pretty smoothly.
Stay quiet.
And second watch.
I have dark vision out to 120 feet, if that matters.
It
Oh, you've
certainly
got
helps.
normal vision out to 120 feet, don't you?
Technically, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's different because then you can see color.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't have disadvantage because he's not seeing as though it's dim light.
Yeah. Also, I can see through magical darkness as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
I fucking hate that invocation so goddamn much.
You know, them devil eyes.
That's actually a good thing in some cases.
Well, I mean, I took darkness, so I could be like, darkness! I'm the only one who can see now, motherfucker!
Fuck you all.
All right, our early riser, last watch. Yeah. All right. So the night was pretty quiet. Nothing happened.
I guess I'll deduct some rations.
So y'all are fully rested. Got everything squared away.
Yep. All right, Isabella, it's time to get up. Oh my,
Nay.
that's a nice dick you have there, Bella.
That's why
Not
it's
you,
important to
but
look
you
before you
name.
name your donkeys.
Poor Bella.
Not my donkey. I don't have to worry about it.
You're confusing the poor girl. Boy.
Well, I thought we
Boy.
determined it was a dude.
Now you're confusing each other.
You know what? She can be whatever he wants to be.
There you go.
We
How
can't
progressive
impose
of you,
our
okay?
own human ideologies upon these beautiful creatures.
They just are.
But we kind of do. We kind of use it to haul things.
Well, let's not think too hard about it. Anyway, off to the town.
Alrighty.
Guarding a single goddamn cart of apples.
Cantaloupe
Cantaloupe.
sale.
Cantaloupes.
All right.
Apples is the way back.
Y'all gotta take him to the guy at the general store.
All right, fine.
Alright, so the rest of your travel goes pretty smoothly. No more bandits, thankfully. And y'all arrive into town. I unfortunately don't have a map for that town just yet. Anywho, the guy at the shop sees y'all coming in and he noticed your cart outside. He's like, "Oh, I've been expecting you." Those are the
What?
cantaloupes, right?
How'd you know I was coming? Who are you? Who told you?
Oh, he's
I'm assuming
Was it
Names.
Jonathan? He
Names.
said terrible things, but you can't believe him.
Elgon sent word ahead that someone had grown too many cantaloupes and they wanted to get rid of them. So I said sure he could bring them over here. And
If
yeah,
he sent word ahead, why didn't he just have them bring the cantaloupes?
we said
Probably because there are cantaloupe-desiring bandits along the road,
he
willing to throw their life away for these sweet, sweet melons.
he sent word ahead when he asked if we would take them. And I
I guess that makes sense.
yeah. So that's how I was expecting you after I had sent my response. And
Very well, I accept your explanation
yes.
for now.
Well, you kind of had to accept it. It is the explanation.
I'll have my assistant help you load the apples into your cart after we unload the cantaloupes.
Excellent. You wouldn't perhaps be interested in purchasing 6 sets of slightly bloodied sets of leather armor, would you? Just, hypothetically.
I'm gonna go help unload these cantaloupes and load up the apples.
Yes,
Alright.
we ran into some issues with some bandits along the way and made sure to take care of them.
Oh yeah, we've
Yes, they just threw their slightly bloodied clothes at us, and we went past. Decided might as well keep them.
well, since you handled bandits, I guess I should take a look at them. If they're in too bad of condition, I won't be able to. But let's have a look at them.
I'll press
No,
the
it's
digitation,
all-
clean them.
all
Bam!
piercing weapon.
Bam!
Nothing too
Bam!
bad.
Oh, okay. So that having them clean is much better. I don't have to wash them. Don't have to clean them myself. That's pretty good. Okay. I'll buy them off of you at half price. I think that's plenty fair.
That's fair enough. You see this hole here? This is where I stabbed a woman through the chest.
Oh God.
Ah, yes, he has quite vivid dreams of fantasy. There was
yeah,
no
that
woman's.
one. Well, the cut.
I mean, it's still a singular hole.
The cut looks pretty slim. We can probably sew that back together. So, yeah. That should
Yeah, I mean,
not too
all
bad.
sorts of figures of people need to be protected from things like spears.
Yeah.
And this one worked, probably okay most of the time.
Certainly didn't work against whatever you used.
I'm a really good salesman, guys. I should really do all of the haggling.
I'm being that it was bandits and we've been having issues, I'm being fairly generous.
All right, I think that seems very reasonable.
Yes, so that's my way of saying thank you for dealing with
You are
my
welcome.
problem. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
While I'm helping the assistant unload back the cart, I want you to ask about like local gossip and what's goings on in town. If there's anything interesting.
Well, if you're really into, like, want to know the gossip around town, I heard that there was some farmer's lady who was knocked up, went missing. Don't know what that's all about, but apparently he's all worked up about it, and
Is that a farmer from this town or one of the neighboring towns?
it was actually over in Well Apple. And it was one of the farmers with a field on this side, like in between.
Do you have another name? Or did you hear the name? Anything?
Let me think. I think it was like George or Jeff. One of those.
How do you spell Jeff?
You're inside, Sish.
Yeah, it was.
How do you spell
with a G.
Jeff?
It was with a G. It was either like George or Jeff with a G. It started with a G. That's all I remember.
Do I know a George or a Jeff in Will Spring? Or what? Where I'm from?
In Well Apple?
Yeah.
Weren't you? Oh, hold on. I thought you were
I'm from Well Apple.
Oh, Well Apple? I thought you were from Wilder Rose.
Yeah, sorry, wrong place. Never mind.
Yeah.
Me, similar sounding places. Never mind.
Did we get more gold that it says 90 gold in party loot?
Yeah, because I updated it because we sold that armor.
Oh, I was working on the
No, they sold for 10. They're worth 10 apiece, and we sold them for half.
yeah. Oh, we're selling everything, so it's like
Are you
Oh,
selling?
right. Do you want to buy this sling, pike, warhammer, battle axe, and short swords?
Are
Perhaps
those-
for a similar percentage of their cost?
Let me see. 'Cause
I mean, these ones don't
Yeah, I
even
thought-
have holes in
I
them.
might not. Might not.
I thought we
notice
had a-
it. What?
I thought he was. Sorry, I was operating on the assumption that he was buying everything at half cost just to make things nice and easy, but
Oh,
was it just the?
well, you presented the armor. So he bought.
I was
the-
gonna wait until we get to an actual weapons shop for the other things,
The sling.
but we can just.
The sling. He's not gonna buy from you.
That's fine.
All right. Let's.
That
see.
is fair enough.
The longbow.
It's being used.
Okay, the
Longbow's gone. I have that now.
Okay, so
Short sword, pike, battle axe, warhammer.
okay, hang on. Pike. That's 5 gold at 5 gold at normal price. Then what?
I did the math for half price on everything, if that's fine.
Oh, you already looked at all the prices?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That'll work. Except the sling, he's not buying the sling.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like 5 copper anyway, so like, who cares?
Yeah.
We can use it eventually if somebody, breaks an arm or something.
It's not that kind of sling exactly, but I mean, if it works in a pinch, whatever.
Oh shit, we're in the money.
So yeah, consider that your reward for taking out the bandits.
Very well. It's fine.
And yeah, so the apples should be loaded up by now.
Excellent.
Is there anything else y'all needed?
I'm okay.
Hey, you've been talking about banditry. Has it just been the regular old once in a while, or they've been a spike in activity as of late?
Well, it's kind of been a spiking activity, but it's also once in a while because we don't know when they're gonna pop up. But
So like every couple of weeks, you're saying?
a little more than that. It's like every other month or so. Or yeah, it's very sporadic, but yeah, we get 4 or 5
So it's
hits
like-
per year.
It happens like once every 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And then like, but like it happens like once every 6 weeks. It's not like sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens more often.
Yeah. So you might go like 12 weeks, and then there'll be
Get a double up.
yeah, two attacks, sort of thing, and close to each other. So it'll be like 12 weeks, 1 attack, wait a week, another attack, and then you might 6 to 8 weeks or whatever for the next one. It's here and there. It's not very often, but they haven't been a problem before, and they're a problem now.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, if any of the towns around here has issued any decrees for others to go out there to perhaps clear them for good?
Oh, we've been thinking about sending word up to the guild about hunting these bandits down, but we're not really sure where they're coming. We don't really understand their motive either. We don't know what they're after, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint. We think they might be just after money in general, but not sure.
All right, well,
They're after
very well.
money. Why are they going after cantaloupes?
This is the first time they've gone after cantaloupes, but it beats me. I guess they're hungry.
Well, perhaps if we kill enough of them, they'll stop.
Oh, I hope so. There can only be so many of them, right?
In my experience, there's always more bandits.
There's no place to bring bandits if we've captured some, is there? Like a
I don't know. You might.
like a stockade or a.
I mean, there are some
Uh,
like temporary holds, but usually, people who are found committing crimes get taken to one of the larger towns or the city for actual punishment, like
Hmm.
judgment and punishment and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Well, I suppose it's back now to escorting this wagon instead of cantaloupes, apples.
Apples now. Yes.
Mhm. And those apples do look delicious.
Hmm.
So we're walking along one of these roads, right, that has all like the apples on it. So we could absolutely just pilfer them. If I wasn't lawful, damn it.
Would
You're
you-
lawful.
Yeah, I'm lawful.
I see you eyeing the apples. Would you like some for the road for yourselves?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, I
Okay.
would absolutely love a bag of apples to go.
Okay. He'll throw some apples into a sack and hand them to you.
Wonderful.
Thank-
We get to keep the sack.
So he put in about 8 apples, so you could have two each. And yeah,
Excellent.
you can keep the sack.
Wonderful. I'm putting it in my inventory. I'm calling dibs on the sack.
Oh, so many things we could say to that. Alright, so you got dibs on the sack.
I have absolute dibs on the sack. My hands are all over that sack.
There's a scepter in that with that sack.
A blue scepter.
No, but I'm fondling it and it's lumpy. Oh, those might be the apples now that I think about it.
You're pretty sure it is the apples. Yeah. Alright, everything's set up and ready to go if y'all are ready to head on back. Or actually, let's see, it might be a little bit late. If you want, you can stay over at the inn and then head out first thing in the morning.
If possible, could I just pick up a loaf of bread and a hunk of meat so that way I'm not churning through trail rations?
Yes. How much did you want to get?
I feel like if we're only going for 2 days, a loaf of bread should be fine and a hunk of meat.
Okay, so a loaf
You're
of
gonna
bread.
get scurvy, young man.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
for
I
it.
suppose we have apples.
I'd like to buy some nuts and an egg.
Really?
This is a
Ooh,
hot boiled
disgust me.
egg.
Kids these days.
Should I just do the stuff out of the book, or is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
other pricing?
Yeah, just out of the book, kind of like the general prices of these sort of things.
Okay.
Should-
Do you actually like nuts and an egg, Mom?
Oh, I hear it keeps the hair and the skin youthful.
No, normally we just tell that to the drunks to get them to buy it.
It's
I'm
like
pretty
everything.
sure when you heard that nuts keep your hair young and youthful, I'm pretty sure that's something that unscrupulous folks tell women in bars.
It's like so far from me.
That seems like a very specific thing.
Does it?
Yes, it kind of is.
You're probably right.
Sounds like you have experience saying that.
No, I'm an upstanding gentleman.
Obviously.
Fine, I'll have a loaf of bread with cheese and some meat.
Yeah, I just figured this is way cheaper than buying fucking trail rations every fucking day.
Because trail rations expensive as fuck, yo.
Loaf of bread.
How off I buy a loaf of bread and some meat.
Yeah,
Maybe a plus.
loaf of bread is 2 copper. Meat chunk is 3 silver. It's pretty cheap. Cheese hunk 1 silver.
4 silver and 2 coppers.
All right, I'll get a couple loaves of bread, a hunk of meat, and a hunk of cheese.
All right.
It only takes a day to get back to the place.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
If only we have tomatoes, mustard, and lettuce.
We should have grabbed some before we left. That nice young man working the gardens.
Really? He didn't look that young.
It's all
Ah.
relative. It's all relative.
Is he your
to old people.
relative? He doesn't look anything like you.
It's all relative to old people, the use of people.
I think this young man thinks that all old people are related.
What, you mean you're not?
I don't think we are.
Well, I suppose we should head in and check in early and head out bright first thing tomorrow.
Very well. Makes sense to me.
How well tended is the tavern? Is it bustling or is it just kind of full of us?
Let's see. It's not a very big town, so it's not a lot going on.
Is there any music being played?
Just there's just one person just sitting off to the side, playing very soft music because it's a very calm atmosphere in here.
Oh, we're gonna have to liven the place here.
I agree.
This
This
is
is
no-
no, this is no mood for there.
Bartender, what do you have that's strong?
We have ale, but I mean, you're in one of the town's famous for apples. You should try some of the cider.
Ah, you have cider. Do you have, like, I don't know, some apple alcohol, some Calvados, some...
We do have a version of cider that is spiked, if you'd like that.
Look here, young man, I've been living for 69 years, and every year after 30, my body starts hurting more and more. Cider's not gonna cut it.
Okay, we'll get you.
I think he's offering a hard cider, old man.
I mean, all cider is... There's not hard cider.
Yes, it's for children usually.
if you'd like, we'll just get you a very stout ale.
Fine, just bring me 3.
3. Okay.
You're gonna be hungover tomorrow.
I've never had a hangover in my life. Not that I remember, anyway.
That's probably why you don't remember them.
That'll be 12 copper pieces.
Excellent. I'll give him 2 silver.
Would you happen to have any apple tea?
Apple tea? Yes, we do. Surprisingly. Not surprisingly, because everything here is apple.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. They would love every mite of the apple.
Yes.
Get some apple bread, some apple pie, a little bit of apple tea to go with your apple cider.
We even have a nice apple salad that's half an apple served with a bit of cabbage.
It's literally just apples cut up to look like salad.
So it's
No,
one half of an apple matched up to and attached to one half of a cabbage,
no,
and
no.
exactly
No,
next
no.
to each other.
No,
It's a cabbage apple.
The cabbage is chopped up very fine, nicely, and it's mixed up with some other ingredients, so that way it's not just dry cabbage. And then you have a apple that's been cored and cut in half, and then it's been placed. The apple has been baked as well, so it's nice and soft and juicy, and it is placed on top as of this in
Garnish.
it's like a circle on top of a salad, and it that's how you eat it. It's actually really good.
And this place must have crazy smooth bowel movements with all the apples.
Yeah, they do have a lot of apples in their diet.
They do have a lot of old people with their bowel movements.
Yeah.
That's not I've heard about this town. Is that they're quite regular.
Mhm.
How much is this apple tea?
The apple tea will be 1 silver.
All right. I'll have that and then stick to my rations because I'm splurging on tea.
So
Good
small.
dish drink.
And
It's
are you able to
cheaper.
play an instrument? or play your song, or should I liven this place up?
Well, I'm definitely taking out my mitre flute and begin playing.
Okay, sure, I'll go ask, if he doesn't mind letting y'all play a little. And, he'll turn around and walk over to the guy that's playing on his lyre and, whisper to him, and then you see him kind of like, oh, nodding, and, he starts packing up, and he, goes and orders a drink himself. So,
I bow when I see him stand up as a thank you.
he bows right back. You're no problem.
All right, time to get the show going.
All right, so y'all are gonna put on a show.
I want to let Simone go first, and then I'll join in with my lyre later if he starts dropping in quality.
Okay,
Well, there'll be no quality dropping here. Watch.
you're gonna drop it like it's hot.
Oh,
+7 and you get a 9. Oh no.
You were saying
That's a joggles roll right there. What have you done?
the typical TGA roll.
So are you gonna jump in and try to help him with his poor performance?
yes, I will stop playing my lyre to cover up that terrible performance.
Oh god, he's gonna roll even worse.
Oh.
Oh, that's bullshit.
So Shimon's probably just distracted thinking about apples, and then Archie comes in and saves the day.
You gotta keep focused on what's going on, Simone. If you want to
just-
play in the tavern.
It's a little distracted. That was a little mistake. Won't happen again.
Mm-hmm. It was just
Come on in and join whenever you're ready.
Much better, much better. Okay, now y'all are actually playing together like a perfect duet in harmony. 10 plus somewhere. There's only one side and it's a 20. Y'all seem to hit that one and none of the others. Alright, is there anything else y'all would like to do while y'all are livening up the evening?
How do I feel about this apple tea?
It's not quite what you expected, but it's not totally unpleasant either.
Is it a perfectly serviceable brew?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not very sweet, so if you wanted it a little sweeter, like you can have it with a dessert on
And
the
it's
side.
just the flavor of the tea? No.
Okay.
How
Oh,
am
is
I
it not?
feeling after my second stout?
Like you want to dance.
Do you wanna do a con check and see? About average, like what you'd normally expect for your usual ale.
Barkeep, another 2.
Another 2. All right, that'll be.
I say like halfway through my third.
Okay, so do you want me to just keep the 2 silver and not give you change, because that would have been another 8 copper?
All right, I'll just keep the silvers.
Okay. All right, so he brings over another 2.
How much is
So-
staying here for a night?
For here, it's 1 silver
Like,
piece per person or no, not, it's a 5 silver piece per person for like a decent room. If you want to like one of the little shared
What about a
rooms.
shared common room?
They don't really have one of those. They just have a few individual rooms. A couple of them are better than the others. Well,
I mean,
It's
we can
like-
always share a room. It's just when somebody sleeps on the floor, somebody sleeps in the bed.
yeah, y'all can double up in a room. So if y'all want to get 2 rooms for the 4 of you, yeah, there'll be 1 gold for all 4 of you.
I'm gonna get my own room.
Oh, you're gonna get your own room?
No, I'm gonna get my own room.
So it's
Okay.
only
We
5
made
silver
some
pieces.
money today. Just get us all rooms.
So 2 gold for a room for everyone.
We just take it out of the party fund.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if y'all wanted to go like super cheap, y'all could sleep in like a closet for a silver.
I think we all have our personal space, and for me, I have a
Get
morning
up on out of here,
routine.
my personal space. My personal space.
Y'all don't.
You know, all these traveling, all
Y'all,
the dirt and
y'all,
grime under my nails.
y'all have only just met like a few days ago. You don't need to see each other's underwear yet. You know, it's too soon.
So some
Oh, is it? I'll just put these back then.
Oh my god.
Simone, when did you learn to play like that? It's quite good. After you got warmed up.
After you get warmed up.
Ah, well,
Where did
it's
you
from
learn to play
school.
like that?
When did
What'd
you
you
learn
say?
to play your lyre?
There's a lot of practice back home. We used to play each night for when about the time the dinner came in.
Is everyone going to bed?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna halfway pass out on my way up, but make it to the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything in particular I'm looking for in this town.
I'll make sure the old man gets back to his room.
Okay.
And then I'll come, if the barkeep though, I'll ask about
Actually,
gossip
what?
with her.
What time is it when we finish up eating?
It's pretty. It's like the sun is already set. It's pretty late in the evening.
I guess I'll ask to borrow a bucket and I'll go find the well and like bring back water to like wipe myself down. Just like to actually like clean myself. That's not a spell.
You
And,
know.
and I'll be asking the barkeep about gossip. God, I love gossip.
Okay. All right. Surprisingly, the barkeep doesn't have much in the way of gossip, because it's a pretty quiet town. And except for you won't hear anything new other than what you've already heard about the lady that supposedly went missing.
Yeah, I'll hope to hear more about that later.
And then of course you know about the bandits in town. That's the other gossip. So that's like the only news in town.
Well, that's interesting. Thank you for the gossip.
Alright. You're welcome. And I'm assuming you're done washing up soon after. Right? Jazzy?
Yep.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello.
Were you talking?
What? I don't think I was talking.
Oh, okay. I was just asking you.
Are you done washing up?
Yeah, you're gonna be done washing up soon after, right? And then.
Yeah, and then I go to bed.
Okay, cool. Alright, so everyone gets to sleep in their own rooms for the night, and it's nice and peaceful and quiet. And
I'd probably have a hard time sleeping because it's too quiet.
it's too quiet. I mean, it's a really small town, and everyone goes to bed, and you know.
I know, I'm not used to that kind of quiet that's going on that long.
I mean, it's not that quiet because you hear from the other room next to you.
Okay, there you go. You got some noise.
That better fucking
And then
not be near me.
sometime in the middle of the night, you hear like a what do you call it? Like a cat screech, and then a dog barking, like way off in the distance outside of the window, but nothing unusual.
Okay, well, that helps me fall asleep better then.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. So y'all wake up it's morning and it's also 10 p.m. here. So do y'all want to call it here? And right before y'all leave?
Yeah, it'll probably be best to call it here and we'll leave and make it back next time.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. All right, we killed some women
And men.
And men. Yeah.
and men.
How do
They
y'all
were
feel?
poorly armed and armored, and we murdered the lot of them. I feel like this is the start of a budding friendship.